Hey guys, I know I've been kind of MIA for the last couple of weeks. We decided, or well, I've wanted to do it for so long, but we decided that we are going to redo my stamp room, which I'm, like I said, very, very excited about. Here's the card that I'm going to show you how I made it. This is one of the slimline cards. I'll give you the dimensions and all that of that. But I wanted to tell you the process of redoing my room is that I'm going to have to take everything out of it to put stuff in it. And going through all my stuff, I have so many retired Stampin' Up! Products. So I decided I was going to list them on eBay. And it took me, I'm not kidding, like 2.5 weeks to do that because I have 158 things on eBay. They're all Stampin' Up! So I'm going to show you a picture of that. You can go on and look at it if you're into buying retired stuff. There's really good stuff in there. I'll show you a picture of it, and I'm stamping with Erin on eBay too. So here's the picture. Okay, so you see lots of stamps, lots of dies, lots of paper, photo albums, punches, ribbon, all kinds of stuff. So they all end this Sunday. Today's the 8th. They end on Sunday the 13th and Monday the 14th. I hope I'm right on those dates, but it's the next Sunday and Monday. So anyway, so that was that. So now I'm trying to get back into it, and I'm trying to make several things because we're getting close to where I have to bring everything out. So I won't be able to stamp for a little while, which stinks. Okay, so this is like I did with my last couple videos. I'm using this, the Waves of Inspiration, which now you guys can order. It's so pretty, comes with such pretty stuff. The paper, the stamps, the dies, the foil, the embellishment, the rhinestone thing. It's also pretty. I didn't use anything but just the stamp on here, but I just wanted to show you this. This is the slimline card, which we have in the new mini catalog. We have some slimline dies. Let's see if I can, yeah, they're right here. Here's the dies that you can get. It's in the mini catalog. I'm not using those, but I wanted to show them to you. I had this card displayed in my last class and everybody really liked it. And that's what I used for that. A slimline card is 8.5 by 7 inches, scored at 3.5. Then the dies that I just showed you, they cut 8.25 by 8.25 by 3.25. And then I write down all this stuff when I first start doing it because I'll keep forgetting like what the dimensions are. So for this one, the white paper is 8.25 by 3.25. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how we do this. This is pretty easy. I had a class on last week it was based just on this stuff. I wanted to show everybody that. Here's the cards we made. Here's one of them. This is one that I showed you guys and I had a video on, and this one. And we made this one, and we made this one. So I just love it. I live in Florida, love the ocean. And I just was laying in bed one night and I was like, I want to make a really long card and see what I can do with it. So I had to use a few different stamp sets and things like that. But I'll show you how I do all that. All right. So, and here's my white paper, 8.25 by 3.25. And then this is Coastal Cabana, which is 8 3/8 by 3 3/8. So it's like layers on top of it. Like there's my dog's fur. Okay, so but we'll just set that aside for now. All right, so this is the Stamparatus, and this is exactly where I had this for all those cards I just showed you in my class. You can see this one we didn't even use the wave, but these two we did, and I'm going to show you one of our techniques for that. Okay. So you can see these little lines. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh, this thing just does not want to hold on to my phone. It just wobbles around, see? I'm trying. Okay, here, I'll bring it up. These little lines, like where I know to line up the card, I just did that for the class, and then I did another one for this. I've got it at 2 inches down, and it's about maybe 5/8 over. I don't know. I just, when I put them in there and I've already got the stamp on there, I line them up and I see like, how is this going to go down on it? So that was perfect. So that's how I did that. All right, so we're going to use Coastal Clear. Let's see, I need to zoom out again. Okay. All right, so sorry, I'm shaking the whole table. Okay, so that's how we start. I know you don't need to see me clean this, but I'd like to clean it as soon as I do it because other times I forget. Not that it hurts the stamp or anything, but it's just better to do it right away. Okay. All right, so now we have this. We're almost there. It's not very hard. The other stamp I used, besides obviously Waves of Inspiration, is Oceanfront, which you can get that in the mini catalog. I love all things about the sea. I do. You can see all the stamps, and there's been really, really pretty cards by other demonstrators. You can research that because it's really good ones. This is Crumb Cake. All right, and so what I want to do is I just want, see, I did it this way. I just want it like this to cover over the wave a little bit. It's not long enough, but we'll show you how I did that too. So just inking up a little bit of it because I don't need the whole thing. Okay, so there's part of it. Now I just need a little down there. And let's try this. Okay, so here's my space, and I just want to put the stamp on there again. Okay, so there's that. It's good to cover up, to close your ink pads too, because if you leave them open all night long, you're going to need one of those re-inkers, because those refill inks, because they dry out fast. Okay. All right, so there we go. We got our ocean, and look at that. I got something on there, probably from my finger. That's okay. I'll cover it up. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to do the sky, and I'm not doing it super dark. I just didn't want it to be white, even though it looked really pretty when it was white, but I wanted to, good grief, look at that. Okay, great. Well, we'll see what it looks like when I'm done. All right. This is what we did in my class. Was the first thing we did before we did any of the cards is stamp this on a piece of paper, and then you cut it out. You just fussy cut it out, and you're using it as a mask. So what I like to do is I like for a little bit of the wave to show, and I like all those dots. Those I cut those out of this because we need the sky to come down into all that. You don't want a white space showing. Let me get a piece of paper. Okay. So I'm just doing it just a little bit, holding that down. I'm not worried about the crumb cake there, because it's darker and you won't notice it. You probably wouldn't even notice it on the wave, so you could just not even put the mask on there, but for some of those other cards, you're doing different colors that are darker, so you'd want to mask it off for that. Okay. See, you just use a little ink on where I got that crumb cake. Look at that. It like pretty much disappears. Okay, so there's our background. Just a light blue, nothing really dark. Like I was saying, this one we were doing mango and daffodil and melon mambo. So you definitely want to, you know, cover that up because you don't want the yellow going in there too much or the pink. So that's why I use this mask. And then you just keep it, and you can use it, you know, for all of them, any other cards you're going to do. Okay. So that's how we got to that. Now I'm going to show you a different stamp I used. This one, Timeless Tropical. And here's the dies that go with it in the tropics. So I used that for the palm trees. I've already got them on a stamp set. Let me get a piece of paper and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, so here's the palm tree stamp. I wanted them obviously green and brown. So that's another good way, especially with rubber stamps, is to use the right markers, not the blends. The blends won't do that, but these will. So I just you can do this on the photopolymer a little bit. There's techniques and stuff to make it better, but on the rubber stamps, this works perfect. Okay, so that's Old Olive right there, and then this is Soft Suede for the trunks. Okay, when you use markers, they dry fast, so you got to huff on them a little bit. Okay, so there's our trees. And then the die. I'll die cut this. The Sentiment, Rest and Relax, that's also from this. I just stamped it right in the middle. I used, I know it's over here. Here it is. I used Early Espresso for that, and for also the birds, which come from the Waves of Inspiration. I did those in Early Espresso too. So I'm going to die cut that. I don't think you need to see that. And then I'm going to show you how I did some of the rest of it. Okay, here's our palm trees. And I just kind of set that down. I mean, you could put them anywhere. I wanted them right on the edge, but I kind of like them in the middle here. Then with your bird, now this stamp, I know we used this in a class and I made a mistake myself. You can't see it because I covered it up with the palm tree. It is obviously a very teeny tiny, very thin stamp. So you just like that, okay? You don't smush it down or you're gonna get ink everywhere. And then you just lightly stamp it. See if I put them there. Well, let's see. Okay, and then one more over here. Ah, that went better than the last one. I'm not kidding. Some of the ink came off, so I had to cover it up with the palm trees. That's why they're so far over. Okay. Then, all right. Stamping this, and you want it straight and everything. You can use the Stamparatus for that, What I typically do is I stamp it on there. If it doesn't look right, then I stamp it and die cut it with one of the rectangles or something and then add it in there. That's how I kind of feel about it. Let's see. Ah, look at that. See, it went well. Ooh, I'm glad. Made it a little lower than the other one. Okay, so let me get my glue. I finished this card today. That's interesting. I didn't know that paper had been used for anything. Oh, look, it was a hedgehog. That's why he's on the back like that. Oh, and that's the other thing. Don't leave these open because you have to pull out the dry glue before it'll start coming out again. Probably getting it. Okay. Amazingly, I don't have anything on this card with dimensionals, which if you know me or been to any of my classes, I love dimensionals. Okay, so look at that. We're almost done. You know what? I'll go ahead and put it on this. This would be a really cool card for retiring or somebody going on vacation and they deserve it, or just had surgery or something like that. Okay. All right, so then the other thing I used was this, the faux sea glass shapes. That's in the mini catalog. I love these. These are so cool. You can see them. I don't know if you can see them. You see them right there and then around the palm trees. I love them. There's also, let's see if I can get them out for you. If you were doing your card in a different color or something, there's also, no, that's not it. There's these. These are the pebbles of enamel shapes. That's also in the mini catalog. So that would be really cool down there too. So you could do either or. But since I was going with a lot of blue, I decided to use these. All right. Let's see, I'll zoom in. There we go. Just doing a white one, then this green one. Do it a little different than that one, and then this blue one. Okay. And then over here, let's see. Hopefully you can see it. Like I said, I made this card today. I made another one that's similar. Well, it's not really similar, but I can't wait to show you that one. I was going to do both at the same time, but it would have been way too many products over here, so I'll do that tomorrow. It's also a slimline card like this, but it's all different colors and a little different. But I'll show you that tomorrow. Let's see. Okay. All right, so there you go. Look at one of them just came off. This one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there you go. Almost exactly the same, a little different, but I loved this. I love doing, you know, something with this stamp set. I mean, you know, you can do it on different kinds of cards, but I was just thinking, is like, how would I make a long card, you know, where it only goes this far, but you can see you can use it on different sizes. This is how much it fits this way. Like, if, well, I put it over there, but that's about how long it is, because this is the full thing. So this is on your typical size card. And this is also a typical size card, but the other way. So you could use just some of it. And then this one's so long, and I was like, I know I've got some sort of stamp set that I could, you know, make the sand, which is basically what Oceanfront, that's what I used it for, was to make the sand. But I don't know, I love this card. I just think it's so pretty, and it's like, it just looks relaxing. So anyway, I wanted to show you that card. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I will show you the other card that's the same size as this one. If you have any questions, let me know. Again, go to eBay if you want to buy some stuff. I mean, what they're worth and everything, I started off at a much lower price. So if you want to look at them, it's like I said, on eBay, I'm Stamping with Erin like I am on everything. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. Go over there to any of those, like me, follow me, whatever. But got to get that stuff out of my room. That's what's going on. All right, so hope everybody's having a great day, and I'll see you soon.